Okay, I thought I'd just make this video. I just came up with this idea. I'm not saying it's my own idea, but I haven't really looked on YouTube to see if other people have done this. I'm sure they have, but I took my shotgun since it looks like we're headed into a dark winter here in the United States. And, who knows what's coming with that. We may have to stay inside. Deemed that this virus is coming back in all kinds of horrible things and all these new made up deaths. But anyways, so we may be inside. So, and also too, because of that, you can't buy any guns. I've gone to a few of the gun stores, big gun stores that have all kinds of kick-ass firearms, and they are all sold out of all their cool firearms. I checked on four different guns, a couple different shotguns, and one I was looking for the 14-inch shotgun, the Shockwave, and then I was looking, that was out of stock. The 590 was out of stock. The 500 was out of stock. Also, too, looked at a couple of pistols. The Glocks were out of stock. The 48X, all the versions were out, and then the SIG piece 365 was sold out. All the cool guns pretty much sold out. So I came home and I was thinking, man, maybe I should just repurpose my Mossberg 88 Maverick shotgun and turn that into make it a little different, refresh it for me, And so what I did is I went out, let's pull that up, I went out and just Home Depot. I knew I'd seen that they had some different paint there before, and so I went out and just got I wanted to do a fade on the shotgun just because of my artistic background, and just makes it look more interesting, more 3D. So this was what was available. I know there's all kinds of different paints, but it's a textured, and so it's really like a sanded finish, like a sandpaper. And I think that that's really cool because it adds to the shotgun. The texture makes it a little bit more rough, easier to grab, not as easy to slip out of your hand. And so I was already looking for that. So I got these two paint cans, like $5.95, and so probably $12 total at Home Depot. And to do this, you'll have to take the gun completely apart, and how you'll do that, I'm not going to do that here on this video. It's pretty simple. There's install and putting the gun back together videos online, and if you own the shotgun, most people should know how to take it apart. But you're basically going to pull all the barrel off, and that is up there at the front. You're going to take the barrel off, and then you will take the mechanics or the mechanism out, the different parts out of the gun, and then you will pull the front grip off. And then what you'll do to get to the back of the gun here, move the video over here, you will there's a screwdriver. You're going to need a screwdriver about that long, a little skinnier one, and they will go in to two holes in the back of the butt pad right here, and you'll see clearly the two holes. And then you're going to just put the screwdriver in a Phillips screwdriver, and it'll go in about that far, and then you'll just turn those, loosen them, and then pull this off, and it'll leave a hollow portion here. And then you will see about down here into the gun, at about right in this area, you'll see, I think it's a 12 millimeter bolt head, or maybe I think it's a 13. And so you're going to want to use you can use, if you have a really long flathead screwdriver, you can use that, but it's going to need to be about that long. And I just had extensions with my Craftsman tools, and so I just put a socket on there with a ratchet and a pretty decently long extension, and took that off. It's not very difficult. It's a pretty long bolt, and then this rear butt comes off, and then you'll have this taken off, and then you will just spray paint it. You can, whatever you want to, OD green, tan, gray, black, red, blue, whatever you want to paint it. And then then you come up here, and this has already been taken off the gun. And so it just is when this piece is off the front grip here. It just has these metal. I don't know what they're called per se, but they're attached. But so when it's pulled out, you have these two, and then you just take some painter green tape, or some tape, and then just tape those off so they don't get painted. And then you'll just spray your grip down. And then, like I said, mine was that textured paint, so it's really, really cool, and it's really, really earthy looking, and kind of like sand. I think it's pretty neat to do. And so, yeah. So then there's that, and then put about 5 or 6 coats, and then I even went as far as putting mine in the oven, and to kind of bake that paint on. It's always a good idea to introduce some heat and kind of helps the paint stick to the material, because I didn't use a primer, but I should have, or I could have, but I didn't go that far. And so I just want to advise people, if they put these things in the oven, I turned my oven down to 175 degrees. I warmed it up where it was hot, and you just never know with plastic pieces what temperature they're going to melt at. So when I warmed the oven up, then I turned it off and I stuck the pieces in there, and then or maybe let it run a minute more and then shut it off. And so it stayed hot for about 20 minutes while it cooled down 10 minutes, 15 minutes. And then these got hot enough where it really, bakes this on. You just don't want to put these in the oven and leave it on at 300 degrees, because there's potential to melt and damage stuff. So just a warning, you want to be real careful when you do that. Other than that, everything looks really, really good. It feels really, really well. And some little things that I've done to this shotgun, if I can show you on video, I've got this little optional piece, and I've got 12, I think it's 12 of the mini shot shells in there that you can buy. And so I've got 12 of those shots in there, and then you can put one in the barrel. And so and those are really, really powerful. Even though they're smaller and they have less recoil, these are, I think, the 6 or 7 buckshot or whatever comes in these particular shells. So I've got like 12 of those throughout here. And then I've got just for fun, I've hooked up my quick release OD or Magpul quick release for my strap. And then I put one here on the back of the gun where the Maverick 88 doesn't come with one, but the 590 and the 500 maybe they do, but it's for the swivel mount. And I put in a quick release for my strap, shoulder strap. And so I can easily take my strap off this weapon or firearm, home defense shotgun, have it, if I need it. And that's really, really cool. I'm really glad I got that. And Magpul makes some really good stuff, and that's a heavy duty strap that I have. But other than that, that's just my setup. And thanks for viewing. Like and subscribe. I do a lot of car videos. I got a few other small camera, video camera, some other small reviews of things. So whatever. Okay, well anyways, have a good night, good day, and I'll see you on another video.